Hello everyone, this is Anything Goes Gaming, and welcome to my first episode of my Destiny 2 exotic review series. In our first episode, we'll be covering the exotic hand cannon known as the Sunshot. We'll be looking at its perks, as well as how it performs in PvP, as well as PvE. And just a quick note before we get started into this, we are currently in a beta stage of Destiny 2. Bungie is testing how guns are balanced, how the servers work, and everything. So this is subject to change, and I feel like this review should be updated whenever the full game releases. I will do so, but until then, let's get into the review of the Sunshot hand cannon. Now, the way you obtain this weapon is actually pretty easy. It's the way that you obtain the other two weapons, or the other two exotic weapons that are currently available in the beta of Destiny 2. You obtain it within the first 2 minutes of the homecoming mission. It's actually a part of the mission, so I don't really think you can miss it. I don't think there's any way. Saladin will say that his armory is open to you, and you will walk in and retrieve your shiny, brand new Sunshot that Saladin has been hiding from us right under our noses in the tower for the past 3 years of Destiny 1. Right now, there aren't very many perks available for the Sunshot. I'm not sure if this is how it will remain in the full game, or if it might change if there will be more perks available. I would imagine there probably will be more perks available when the full game comes. So, for the exotic perk, it's called Sunburn. So this weapon fires an explosive round and highlights targets that take damage from Sunshot. So it's pretty much a overrated explosive rounds. And you got Chambered Compensator, so increased stability, improves the recoil direction, and slightly decreased handling speed. After that, we have accurized rounds. I know I'm saying that wrong, but I can't pronounce it right. I've tried it. The weapon can be fired at longer distances, so it increases the range. The perk after that is Sunblast, which is a pretty nice perk, especially when it comes to the PvP aspect. Targets with Sunshot explode in solar energy, so it's pretty much Firefly. And for the last perk that we have Textured Grip. So the friction on this weapon's grip is particularly strong, greatly increased handling speed, slightly decreased stability. So like I said, those are the perks that we have. Hopefully there'll be more added. So in PvP, the Sunshot is able to hold its own in most cases while playing in the Crucible. But just like every other weapon, whether it be a legendary, a rare, or exotic, or whatever gun or weapon it may be, it has its good areas and it has its bad areas. When you're up close and personal, like you should be when you're using a hand cannon, the first initial shot does 40 to the head or 20 to the body. The nice thing about this gun, though, is that the perk that I mentioned earlier called Sunburn, which is basically just a glorified explosives round perk. So with each critical, you're doing 60 damage, and with each body shot, you're doing 40. So in some cases, you can cause a 3-shot kill if all hits are crits and if you're in a close enough area to the other player. Another nice perk is called Sunblast, pretty much a Firefly, but easier to use in Crucible, because no matter where you hit your opponent, on the final shot that you kill them with, it's causing the player to explode, causing an AoE effect, damaging other players around them. One con about this weapon, though, is low damage, even though I mentioned that it can do a decent amount of damage and can cause a 3-shot kill. This, coupled with the fast fire rate and the small magazine size, it can leave you in a pinch, especially when you're up against a few different enemies. The recoil makes it hard to stay on target, even with the perk that helps you control the recoil more. It makes it nearly impossible to take on more than one foe at a time. Nearly. It's not impossible, and it can be done with the right perks or the right guardians, whether the perks that you have on your subclass or different perks come available in the full game. Currently, this is only available for hunters as far as I know, since there is no way you can transfer weapons between characters in the Destiny 2 beta. I do feel like a skilled hunter using the marksman dodge would be able to rain hell over their opponents in the Crucible, taking on one foe, causing them to explode, damaging the person next to them, and then dodging away to reload automatically, getting out of the way of fire, and picking off the second guardian. Of course, this would be more effective with good cover, not in open space, and only with 2 guardians. But with enough practice, the skill would be dangerous in the hands of a guardian, a hunter, or not. So currently, with the map that we have in the beta, it has a lot of cover. But I don't know what other maps might look like whenever Destiny 2 releases and the full game comes out. There might be wide open maps that this gun won't work well on, but with the map that we currently have for the control game mode, it will do well since there are a lot of close quarters as well as range encounters that you may have. This gun can, and like I said before, can and will excel in the hands of the right player that knows how to use it and their subclass to their advantage. Now when it comes to PvE, I really don't have much to say for this gun, just due to the fact that I don't have a lot to compare it to. I was only able to use this in one, I guess you could say, endgame sort of content that we currently have in the Destiny 2 beta. And this is, of course, the inverted spire strike that everyone has seen, and it's been flooded, and so many people have seen it. But in this, I was only able to use it on the Cabal and the Vex. I didn't have much of a testing group to work with. I don't know how this is going to work against the Hive, or possibly even the Fallen. For the most part, this gun, it did okay. It took about 4 or 5 shots to kill most targets when I had the time to aim. That's the thing, when I had the time to aim. And in some cases, I didn't. I wasn't able to aim properly. I wasn't able to hit the crit spots like I wanted to. So when I didn't have the time to aim, it could have taken me up to a couple mags since I wasn't able to hit a crit spot, depending on the enemy. So near the middle of a strike, when this became a problem, since I was using ammo fast and was running out of it, it was hard, because I wasn't able to kill enemies as fast as I could, and I was struggling. One thing that was nice, though, was the overrated Firefly perk, which did help a lot due to the fact that I could usually take out the War Beasts in one hit, causing them to explode to do an AoE of the Cabal around them, as well as other War Beasts, so that was nice. For the most part, though, this gun really did take far too many shots to kill with too small of a mag to make it worth it. In some cases, it came out nice and helped me. I found myself struggling to stay alive, though. I found myself constantly surrounded with ball that I couldn't take care of because I was constantly having to reload, and this gun just wasn't doing enough damage. Like I said, though, it can be nice when that Firefly perk or the Sun Blast perk comes in help, but for the most part, it wasn't all that great. Overall, I think that in the hands of the right player, this gun can and will destroy everything in its path in Crucible. If you use the right skills, the right techniques, if you're not swarmed by 4 other enemies at the same time, and you're able to land mostly critical shots. I feel like this gun will excel in the close range category, for now at least, until we have more access to weapons. For PvE currently, though, I feel like it's better left in our currently non-existent vault, just due to the fact that it did take too many shots to kill, and it had too small of a magazine, and it didn't have enough power behind it to really feel like I was doing damage against the Cabal, or the Vex, really. I feel like if this magazine maybe got even bumped up to 10, maybe then it would be worth it more, or if there wasn't so many enemies, or if it was at a closer proximity. But that's not what strikes are about. Strikes are about testing your limits as a Guardian. And that's going to be putting you against 10 enemies at a far distance, or whatever you don't want to do. So like I said, I feel like this gun is best put away for now for PvE activities. I do feel like that might change upon the release of the full game. And if it is, then I will come back to this and I will do a new review for possibly just PvE or both PvE and as well as PvE. Well, that's all that I have to say for today. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. It did take me a while to make just because this is the first kind of video I'm doing, but I would expect more from me. I hope you guys expect more from me. Or gosh, I don't even know what I'm trying to say, but expect more from me, as I will do more exotic reviews for both the Destiny 2 beta as well as the Destiny 2 full game, as well as more uploads in general, because I finally got the scheduled upload, and I can finally schedule my uploads, and there will be more videos since it's so much easier for me to schedule 5 or 10 uploads at night, let them upload overnight whenever I want them to upload. And if you'd like this video, please like, comment, and subscribe. If you didn't, let me know what I can do better in my next video. My Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook links are also down in the description. And until next time, I will see you all later. Goodbye.